Hello, beautiful Sagittarius. Okay, okay, hold your horses. Okay, you guys have a radiance, and it is like a dilation of us. It's like we look at you and we feel dilated. The pupils dilate, maybe the heart dilates. Somebody might truly be helpless by how much you have dilated them, or something is truly gone, like something is changed by you. I feel you've shifted somebody or something around in this universe in the last few days, maybe of the previous month of April. Maybe you've connected people to a blueprint that they did not have in mind before you came along. Perhaps you've made somebody worthy of greater things. Maybe you've connected to so many different people or so many different places already. As you're feeling Saturn sort of like later in your sign, you might feel that this is just a small time thing, like this is just a small thing, but it is actually quite a big thing. You might not recognize it, but there is a person in your life that perhaps is very guru to you, who's actually completely in love with what you have to say. You may have somebody in your life who you think is very wonderful or wondrous in some way, which makes them almost not real as a human being, like too much, but they might actually be open to you now. You may not quite conceive the amount of effort that other people put in for you. You may not conceive or understand the amount of good will and good feelings that people receive through you, and the pressure of being around you as well, because you're becoming a star or a certain type of beacon for us that we do not yet understand how to receive. So with us, the awkward ones that are looking to you, it's a very nice time to just let us be, sort of just to let us be, like be around us, and don't shun us because we are like your pets or children or something, but it does feel like we are leaning on you or connecting through you to something quite big. We are discovering, I feel, what you were before as something that is greater than us. Maybe we're actually connecting the dots now, and maybe we are understanding that before we weren't present to you, or before we weren't able to be in a relationship with you. The fact is, quite regularly this happens to you. Maybe you walk away from one country, go into another, and the people in the previous zone do not understand how they can go on without you, but they only understand it after they connected to life without you. So you might actually receive phone calls or messages or images, maybe even in your head, of people from the past that can't give it back. They can't give it back. They can't connect to you in any other way. It's like they've been sorry for such a long time now, maybe, that they have no connection to you anymore, or that they've suffered by losing you, or there's like a loss in the past from people that have already been through your hands. And it would be really, really kind of you and nice and generous to give them some thought or some time on, or some word, and just let them feel alive, because there is something that you have in this part of the universe that has a lot of power. You have a lot of maybe grief still, or greed, or some kind of feeling, or untrust of people, but it might be really, really nice for you just to give us some freaking room. Give us some room, and also give us cut us some slack and give us some time, because during these kinds of transits, the more you attend to us and the more you teach us about your world and how you've come to be yourself, the more likely we are to give you something very, very big at the end of it. Like, say you might just like sit with somebody and talk to them and nurture them, and say this person is not somebody who you want to be in a relationship with anymore, or who you want as a friend anymore, but you say, give us a kind word. And if for some reason in just a few weeks you open up to an experience with another person who's totally right for you and who you totally feel a belonging to or belonging with, and that might be really, really neat for you as well, to let us know exactly what we've done wrong. Say if we've been obsessing about you, or we've been truly wanting your touch more than your mind, or we've been trying to make businesses with you that we cannot actually, work towards ourselves, or we've been trusting you to take care of things without us being involved, or we've been having dreams about you being something that you're not. If you are feeling like this is the case, it would be a really, really, really great time to teach us something about ourselves, to teach us how it's done, and to tell us in the kindest, gentlest way maybe what you'd expect from us in the future, what you would like to see in an individual, or what you would actually want us to do. Because with your guidance and with your support, we learn so much more, and we achieve so much less of what we do not want. That's the thing. Less of what we do not want to see in ourselves or the world. So definitely have a look and see how much power and time you can give, and also how much power and time, Saturn, you can receive and give to another person as well. And how can I say, elevate in another person. You can grow people here. You can really grow people. You can teach us, and you can time us differently. You can help us create different timelines. You can help us devolve other people's blueprints and help us find our truth, our genuine selves. Sorry. So during this month of May that's coming, it's neither good or bad to be in your field. It is just really, really particularly confining to the truth, or to the epic blueprint of us. Being around you during this month is very, very strong. It's like a strong epic shift. It's like a deepening. It's a wounding for some people as well, but it's also a commitment to the greater cause, or the greater, larger scale of what we've become. And it's not easy, because sometimes during these types of shifts you might see that people cannot stand you. People can't stand your voice. They can't understand what you're saying. They don't want to be in your space. They can't be around you, or they don't actually want to any longer share what you used to share before. And that might be likely if that person is not ready for you, if that person is not ready to shift as you have done, or is not ready to take on what you've got to give. But this is really, really good to understand as inevitable from now on. There's going to be a control mechanism perhaps in us that breaks down, or has to be broken down, in order to be in your field, or in order to understand what you're on about. And that's fine. It would be really, really nice for your patience. You would be very greatly rewarded if you were. It would be very nice for your psyche to stop taking offense, or stop feeling sad when people don't listen to what you've got to say, and just see us as small. See, the fact is, when you often give advice in your genuine energy, we can't explain it to ourselves yet, what you've explained to us, and therefore we cannot quite commit to what you've said, or we cannot quite understand what you are talking about. But quite often it is actually us that's in the wrong, and it's not because we're bad people. It's just basically because we're not ready to yet understand that progressive idea that you are perhaps working through for us or with us. It's a very, very great time to create a continuity with something. It's a very great time to create a circle of people that you are going to present something to all the time. It's a good time to enter a spectrum where you might want to be for a while, not for a long time, but just for a while. Say if you want to make a circle or make a unity with people, if you want to create a brand, if you want to create something where you can be for a while, it's a very nice time to do that. It's not too bad a time to start any kind of endeavor or a business that's already kind of rolling, already on the way. It's already kind of obvious, and people have been talking about it with you for a while. It's not a great time, of course, during this time, as you probably already feel, to start something completely fresh. But if it's been rolling for a while, it's definitely a good time to take it into consideration and to see the beauty in it further, see it thrive. Interesting time to create babies or make children or projects happen. It's actually a very interesting time to connect to this energy, because it might not be worth your while, but it will improve over time. So if you wanted to create a child or create a community-based project or anything like that where other people are under you, it may not bring you exactly what you knew you wanted, but it will make you want it in the end, or it will make you curious about it later in life. Anyway, thank you very much. That's pretty much it. Programs are shedding, All preconceptions are dying, things are shifting, and you might not be the same person at the end of the month. You might actually be a new person. Thank you very much, and I hope to see you later. Bye.